What's up, guys? My name's Gamer360 Sports, welcoming all of you to the third episode of our Astros franchise. Now, before we go into this episode's game, we move Brett Wallace to the DH and Carlos Pena to first base as requested by the fans in episode 2. Now, also we finished the Mariners and the Angels series, as against the Mariners in episode 2, we got blown out 6-0 and lost the rubber match on April 10th 4-3. Now, against the Angels, we took a huge early start as the Angels couldn't get wins in games 1 and 2 as the Angels offense could not get going enough to beat the Astros offense. But you know, it couldn't last for long because the Angels hit the Astros in the last game of the series to avoid the sweep. Now, against Oakland, we won 7-6 in the first game of the series, and now we're going into game 2 of the series this episode as Lucas Harrell and Bartolo Colon take them out looking for their first wins of the season as we're looking for our first user win. It's Houston Astros baseball live from Oakland Coliseum, as it's the Houston Astros and the Oakland Athletics up next. Hi again and welcome to Oco Coliseum in Oakland, California, as it features an in-division matchup between the Houston Astros and the Oakland Athletics. What's up, guys? My name's Gamer360 Sports, and we're here live in Oakland Coliseum for tonight's evening game, as this will be an interesting matchup. Both of these teams have similar records. Oakland is currently 7-7, Houston is 6-7, and both of these teams are fighting near the middle of the pack in the division. Now, on the mound today will be Lucas Harrell and Bartolo Colon, both of them looking pretty decent, but so far have not gotten a single win. Lucas Harrell with no wins and no losses. Colon lost his last matchup. Now, here's the lineup right now for the Oakland Athletics and the Houston Astros, I mean. Right now you can see the top hitter on this team is currently Fernando Martinez, who is out with an injury at this point. The top hitter in the lineup right now is Jason Castro, 292 RBIs. Colon's on the mound tonight, 0-1 on the season, 4.38 ERA with 11 strikeouts and 12 hits in only 12.1 innings. He's looked pretty impressive this season, but he's looking for his first W tonight here at home. Now up at the plate is Ronnie Cedeno, hitting .221 home runs, 7 RBIs to start off the season. And here comes the 1-2 offering. It's going to be strike 3, and he swings right through it for strikeout number 12 on the season for Colon. Here comes the first pitch of the offering. It's going to be a hit ball towards the shortstop, and it looks like they'll end off your first inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning to start off this game. No hits for the Astros. We're going to the bottom first. Oakland is up the plate. Up next on Houston Astros baseball. Now here is your lineup for the Oakland Athletics tonight. As right now, Oakland is hoping to do something good. Their top hitters in the lineup are Jed Rowley and Coco Crisp, but also their big hitter is Azenis Cespedes, hitting .255, but he has 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. Now Lucas Harrell's on the mound with a 2.08 ERA, even though he's pitched pretty quality starts, 1 quality start in the season with 8 strikeouts and 4 walks. He still hasn't won a single game, and most of his games have been no decisions. And here comes the 2-2 offering, looking for the strikeout. And he's going to get him swinging, and it's going to hit the ground, and it's going to be a force out at first. Here comes the 1-0 offering. It's going to be hit towards center field. And it looks like it's going to fly out to end off the first inning. No hits for the first inning for either team. So right now it's no score, no hits, no errors. Carter, Pena, and Dominguez up next. Only 1 ball pitch so far. This team is known to swing at everything. And strike 3. Could have been a ball, but it's going to be strikeout number 2 on the game. Chris Carter continues to struggle on 3 pitches. And here comes the 2-2 offering. It's going to be strike 3, and that's going to be another strikeout number 3 for Colon. He could have just swung at that to make it 3-2, but nope. He just swings at that because it was 2 strikes. And here comes the 1-2 offering. It's going to be another ball, 2-2. They're starting to work the count a bit better right now, but they have to do something to get on base. It's going to be a strike right down Main Street for strike 3. He looked like he was aiming towards the feet, But nope, this time it's going to be another strikeout. No hits, no runs, no errors through the middle second. Here comes the 2-1 offering. Fastball downstairs, 3-1. And here comes the 3-1 offering. Oh boy, there's the walk. And Brandon Moss continues to get on base with a 5-pitch walk. The first walk of the game by either pitcher. Now up at the plate is Seth Smith, hitting horribly lately. 2 of 19 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs so far this season, hitting .245 in total. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball going towards the second baseman. It's going to get one. Wait a minute. He decided to wait on the throw, and that's going to keep an infield single. A huge error by the shortstop. Take a look at this. Or not. Now Josh Reddick is coming at the plate, 5 of 28 the past 7 games with a .179 batting average, hitting .286, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs so far this season. And here comes the rally, because that's going to be hit into the gap. It's going to bring in 1 run. Here comes the second run. And that's going to be an RBI double. And the shortstop may have just realized he just blew up this game for the Oakland Athletics and the Houston Astros pitching. Now Josh Reddick hit this ball right into the gap. Here's your show motion. As you can tell, that was some great contact. Perfect hit. Everyone's expecting it on the left side. No one was expecting it to fall into the gap. Here comes Jed Lowry, second in the American League in hitting average, .405. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball going towards right field. That will be off the wall. It's going to bring in run number 3. It's going to be an RBI double. Wait a minute, he's going for third. Here comes the throw, and it's offline, and that's going to be an RBI triple for Jed Lowry. You can bump up that batting average, as there goes Josh Reddick right home. Once again, the Houston Astros looking ugly on pitching. And when you think about it, one mistake by the shortstop leads to a 3-run inning on the next 5 batters. That is not what you want to do if you're the shortstop, is to create rallies. Here comes the 0-1 offering. High fly ball going towards center field, and this will fly out. And there's going to be a man running home, and that's going to bring in run number 4. Man, oh man, you can just say this. Houston, we have a problem. 4-0 Oakland. 2 outs. Here comes a ground ball toward third base, and that's going to get the final of the inning. Talk about a meltdown. 1 walk on also 2 hits for 4 runs. Oakland up at the bottom of the second, 4-0. And here comes the 0-1 offering. And he's choked up on that one. Could have been 2-0, but nope, it is 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 offering. Yes, it's going to be hit towards the gap between the third baseman and the shortstop for the first hit of the game for the Houston Astros. And JD Martinez will bump up that average from 308 on that hit. And Cologne's got to be upset. He had a perfect game going towards the first 2 innings. And here comes the first pitch. It's going to be another hit ball. This time it's going to go into center field. It's going to be a single. That'll now make it man on first and second. He has to avoid the double play the next at bat, because right now Cologne is starting to allow hit after hit. And it's going to be a strike up the middle for strike 3. Brent Wallace strikes out. And now get out of the situation with man on first and second. That'll be 2 hits for the Astros and no runs. We're going to the bottom of the third here in Oakland. It's going to be, really close. Ball upstairs, 3-1. And here comes the 3-1 offering. Dirt ball, and that's going to be ball 4. Cespedes is walked onto base. And here comes Brandon Moss, who got walked on his last at bat as well. Here comes the 2-1 offering. Another ball. 3-1. Seth Smith is on the on-deck circle. It's going to be ball 4. Man, he is rattled. That's going to be another ball. And that's going to be 2 straight walks for Harrell. And here comes the first pitch. There's going to be some steal attempts to third base. And that's going to get a man on first and third on the steal attempt. 2-1 pitch. It's going to be a ground ball. Here comes the first. And here comes the second. No, it's not in time. Run number 5 comes in to score. And again, Ronnie Cedeno struggles at shortstop. He can't get the second out. And here comes the next pitch. It's a ground ball going towards second base. Can they stop the bleeding? Yes, they can. It was a bit high, but Pena still catches it. This game is getting out of reach. 5-0 Athletics on no hits and 2 walks. This at-bat is staying alive and well. And it's going to be hit into the gap yet again. John Jaso will get on base with a double. And oh boy, they can't get the man on second. And Lucas Harrell today so far has been struggling. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned. Not looking good today. And here comes one of the best hitters in the AL, Jed Lowry, who just hit a triple in the second inning. Here comes the reliever as they're going to hook Harrell, who struggled so far. He is not looking good so far today. So he's out of the game. 5 runs, 5 earned. Most of them off walks. And here comes Jared Kozar. 1 game pitch so far, 3 innings with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts with a 6.00 ERA. Here comes the 1-1 offering. It's going to be a ball hit towards the middle of the field. Run coming towards home, and Jaso will get the run. And just like that, it's an RBI single. And right now, the Athletics lead the AL in runs scored after this game. 87 runs over the Blue Jays and Rangers, who have 84 each. 2-1. And here comes the 2-1 offering. Curveball. This is going to go to second. There's one, and they can't get the second man again. This is getting ridiculous. Blown triple. That's a blown double play for the 3rd time today. Now here's Adam Rose. This is not looking good for Houston. And it's going to be a hit ball towards left field. It's just going to be fair. Run coming around third. And that'll be a double. An RBI double. 7-0 Athletics. This is getting kind of ridiculous. High fly ball going towards right field, and this will go towards the right fielder and fly out to end off the inning. Man, oh man, this has been a blowout. 5 hits on the game for Oakland so far. 7-0 Athletics after 4. And here comes the 0-1 offering. He's got to be thinking, get out of the inning. And oh boy, there's a hit batter. Seth Smith will be hit in the right leg. And there is a hit batter, the first of the game. Now here comes Josh Reddick. 294 batting average, 1 for 2 with a double on the day. Maybe he can bring in that run that just got hit. Ground ball towards the pitcher. Throwing to second. There's one. And once again, they can't turn the double play. This is getting out of hand for the Astros. Can they stop getting into double play situations and not getting the double play? High fly ball going to left field, and that will end up flying out. And that will end off the inning. A failed double play on only no hits. The Astros continue to struggle, down 7-0 to the Athletics. After 5, here comes the 1-1 offering. Dribbler up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Chris Carter. His first hit of the game, 4th hit for the Houston Astros. And strike 3 and a pitch in the dirt. Wait a minute, he's trying to move. The catcher will not react. Wait a minute, he's going again. What's going on right now? It's going to be a steal attempt on the wackiest steal we've ever seen, as Chris Carter somehow sneaks a steal. That's the first steal of the game for the Houston Astros. Now here's Matt Dominguez. Please tell me they can get something right now, because this is getting ridiculous with Chris Carter now going towards third. That's going to end off the inning. And we have one steal attempt and one hit as Rizal, Cespedes, and Moss up next. And here comes Jason Castro, 1-2 with a single, 303 batting average right now at this point after such a good game so far for Castro. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball. This one's going to go to right field, and that's going to be another single, this time for Castro. And it's a leadoff single for the Astros. They have no extra base hits. They want to change that in this inning and bring in some runs. They better not swing on this. And that's going to be ball four, the first walk of the game for Colon, and actually his first walk of the season. A great at-bat for the Houston Astros. There's man on first and second with only one out. And that's in the dirt. And oh boy, here comes the bases. And now there's man on second and third. You can cancel out the double play opportunity on that low pitch. And now there's a man 90 feet away from scoring. And here comes the first pitch. Chop ball towards the catcher. Throwing the first in. That won't bring in any runs. Brett Wallace stays hitless on the game, as that'll be one hit, one walk, no runs, no errors. Smith, Reddick, and Jaso up next. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a cream ball towards in between the shortstop and the third baseman for a single. Almost brings Pena off the base, but it's still a single. And here comes the 0-1 offering. High fly ball going to left center field. This one's off the wall. And here comes the man rounding around, and that will stay at third. That will be a double. And Josh Reddick with his second double of the game. Here comes the 0-1 offering. It's going to be a ball upstairs. This time it's 1-1. Not looking good. Here's the chop ball. This will, oh boy, they have loaded the bases. They thought the man on third was going to run home, but no. Now the bases are loaded. Another fielding error for the Houston Astros. This time it's the pitcher. Here comes the 1-2 offering, and that's going to be chop foul for Jed Lowry, and the bat stays alive. Here comes the 1-2 offering. Hot shot. This is going to get one, and once again it brings in a run. 8-0 A's. You can put this one in the books. Houston is just shooting themselves in the foot. Here comes the 1-2 offering. Hot shot. This will bring in run number 9. An RBI single for Coco Crisp. He gets in the hit parade. Put in the box. Houston is done. And here is Adam Rizal. It's up at the plate with 2 outs. Hot shot back to Carlos Pena, and that's going to be out number 3. And here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be a chop ball in between the pitcher's glove. And that will be an infield single for a 2. Fans are getting loud here in Oakland. Strike 3. Chris Carter can't get the bat, and that's going to be out number 1. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and he's going to strike out. Wait a minute, we got a man running. And the catcher is just zoning out right now, staring at the pitcher. He didn't see him run away. And here comes Matt Dominguez. Last at bat possibly in the game. And this is going to be hit towards shortstop. It's over the shortstop's head, and Dominguez will get on base. And we might have a rally. 2 outs, man on first and second. And here comes the pitch. Ground ball towards the first base. He's throwing it to the pitcher, and he can't get the out. Bases are loaded for Houston. If Houston can't score on this, it will be huge. Another infield single for the Astros. And look at this. It was a hard shot to first base. The first baseman waits for a few seconds, and Colon misses the tag with the spin move. And here comes the 1-2 offering. Strike 3. And J.D. Martinez strikes out to end off the game with the bases loaded. And the Athletics win this one big. Oakland gets out of the jam. and gets out of a full bases loaded situation. Cologne goes the full distance with a full game shutout. And the Athletics are happy in this one. They win this one. Houston once again loses, falls to 6-8. The Athletics will fall just above the 500 mark with an 8-7 record after this win. All the fans are excited. Whoever stayed is cheering on their feet. Here's your box score. Harrell sucked in this game. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 3 walks, and a ton of fielders' choices that cost them runs. And now we're going to interview our player of the game, as Bartolo Colon is your player of the game for sure, because he had a pitcher's gem today. 9 innings, 7 hits, 1 walk, 17 strikeouts. And that wraps things up here in Oakland. The final score in this one, 9-0 Athletics on 8 hits and 1 error for the Oakland Athletics. Houston, 7 hits and 2 errors. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next broadcast tomorrow night. Alright guys, here's your box score. We blew so many opportunities, it was ridiculous, because let me tell you, we had guys on first a couple times, guys on first and second twice, and the bases loaded once in the top of the 9th. We couldn't get those hits in. And on top of that, this game would have been closer if our shortstop did not blow so many opportunities on double plays. He blew 3 double plays in this game. Only 1 double play the entire game for the Houston Astros. But anyway, all corrections will appear on your screen right now. So if I didn't catch anything, tell me in the comment section below. If I didn't get Altuve's name right, tell me in the comment section below. And if you have any improvements for this video that you want to see, tell me in the comment section below as well. Now smash that like button. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a great day.